All right, here's my GarageBand, uh, launch GarageBand. And it's very easy to create loops with Apple GarageBand. You have quite a few loops to choose from. You can see this is where I got the loops from Project 9, or list week 9. What I'm going to do, what you want to do first is go to your Apple Loops icon right here, and this will show you all the Apple Loops. And you can audition them just by clicking on them.
Amazing. Incredible. Music.
And there's quite a few loops to choose from. If you have more than one loop library, which I do installed, you can actually click on this loop pull down menu and it gives you all the libraries that are available. I'm just keeping it on loops right now. Once you find a loop that you like, you just click and hold and drag it into your project, and it will create its own track. I'm not going to do that because I've already done it. So once you select a loop also, you'll notice that they gray out, but you have a reset button up here. This will make all the loops available again. So here's my loops. I've checked my tempo up here. You can change the tempo similar to Reaper. You just double click and type in a new tempo. This is at 100. If you notice some of the loops, I'm not showing, let's go to, well, some of the loops will give you the tempo marking that they will work best at. And you can, go from there, or you can just use your ears. You can change the tempos if you want. Once you've done that, you're going to have to cycle them. So you click on up here. This is the cycle mode up here, and you get a cycle bar up here. You can drag. If you notice that this is turning to a left-right arrow, you can drag and increase or decrease the cycle region. In this case, my cycle region's 4 bars, so that's what I wanted to cycle at. All these work together. Now, to render these individually, which you're going to have to do to build up a project, you basically solo each track. So I'm going to go up to solo mode right here. And now the only thing that will be playing is the beat, which you should be familiar with if you downloaded this week's loop files. And you're going to go up to the Share pull-down menu, Export Song to Disk, and you want to make sure that Export Cycle Area only is selected. And you're going to go MP3. This default is fine. And then change the name to this. I'm going to call this Beats 100. And the reason I put 100 in is because that tells me the tempo that this is at. I'm saving it to the desktop. Just go Export. And you go up here, and there's your Beats 100. Voila. Okay, and you can create your loops. So, and then what you want to do if you want to create the next one, just solo the next electric bass and do the same thing over again. So this is a real simple way to create some loops. And if you have GarageBand, these are all royalty free. You can use them for anything, and there's quite a few loops in here that you can use for projects.